What is up, everybody? This is your boy AJTRIP, and we are having to do this once again. Twice in this past week, we have to mourn a living legend, Betty White, dead at the age of 99, just weeks away from her turning 100 years old. The last living remaining Golden Girl is living no more. Let's talk about the life and the times of Betty White. This is from TMZ. They were the ones who reported, first one I saw at least. Beloved actress, comedian, and American icon Betty White has died just weeks before a milestone birthday, TMZ has learned. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ Betty passed away at her home just before 9:30 a.m. Friday. A trailblazer and a pioneer in media, Betty had the longest running career for any woman in television prior to her death, starring in multiple shows over the past 8 decades, starting back in 1939. Betty perhaps is most famous for her lead role as Rose Nyland in The Golden Girls, which ran from 1985 to 1992. She's been in a ton of big other hits throughout her life. Betty got her start in radio in the 40s, making appearances on Blondie, The Great Glider Sleeve, and This Is Your FBI. She eventually got her own radio program in 1949. She began working on a TV variety show with Al Jarvis called Hollywood on Television, which she later co-hosted, before breaking out into more TV roles. Her breakout comedic role came in 1973 when she played Sue Ann Nevins in The Mary Tyler Moore Show, which ran until 1977. And then she got a starring role in The Betty White Show. With 115 acting credits to her name, and actually IMDb has her as a 121, but I think those are some guest spots. Like she made a guest appearance on Monday Night Raw, believe it or not, and they have that down there on her page. Um, Betty had roles in productions like Life with Elizabeth, Date with Angels, The Love Boat, Mama's Family. She was great on Mama's Family. She was totally great on Mama's Family. The Golden Palace, Ladies Man, That 70s Show, Higgytown Heroes, Boston Legal, The Bold and the Beautiful, Hound Puppies, Hot in Cleveland, and many, many, many other shows and films. Betty won 5 Primetime Emmy Awards, including 2 for Mary Tyler Moore, 1 for Golden Girls, and 1 for her 1975 SNL appearance, along with the Screen Actors Guild Awards, American Comedy Awards, and even a 2012 Grammy. She's been nominated for several Golden Globes and has been honored with lots of Lifetime Achievement Awards and celebrations through several organizations. Betty had just made headlines this week when she told people, "I heard Ryan Reynolds can't get over his thing for me," as they co-starred in a 2009 movie, The Proposal. Ryan jokingly responded on Twitter, "I'm absolutely sick of the media exploiting past relationships just to drive clicks." Last time we got Betty on camera, she was teasing the launch of her Facebook page back in 2012. As we've reported, Betty has been extra cautious during the pandemic, mostly chilling at home and passing her time by reading, watching TV, and doing crossword puzzles. Betty was 99, and she would have celebrated her 100th birthday on January 17th. Rest in peace. And there are many people on Twitter that are just eulogizing her. I saw some stuff from Steve Martin. Let me see if I can put up a couple things here to uh, read a couple of these things. Um, from George Takei, our national treasure, Betty White, has passed just before our 100th birthday. Our Sue Ann Nivens, our beloved Rose Nyland, has joined the heavens to delight the stars with her inevitable style, humor, and charm. A great loss to us all. We shall miss her dearly. When midnight strikes tonight, let us all raise a toast to Betty. Tonight is New Year's Eve. That is unreal. Definitely unreal. Let's see. Steve, yeah, I wanted to get to Steve Martin. I thought this was good. In 1974, I was an obscure opening act for Linda Ronstadt at the Troubadour in Los Angeles. Passing through the lobby before the show, I saw Betty White and her husband Alan Ludden waiting in line. I loved Betty White, so I went up to them and I said, "I'm so honored to meet you both." And then I said, "Isn't Linda great?" She said, "We came to see you." I said, "Why?" "Because we heard you were funny." I was elated. Yeah, here's a quote from Betty White on the E! News Twitter account. "It's your outlook on life that counts. If you take yourself lightly and don't take yourself too seriously, pretty soon you can find the humor in our everyday lives." And I'll read one more. This is from Dan Rather. "A spirit of goodness and hope. Betty White was much beloved because of who she was and how she embraced a life well lived. Her smile, her sense of humor, her basic decency. Our world would be better if more followed her example. It is diminished with her passing." There has been this thing for like for years. When Betty White would just start trending out of nowhere for some reason, and everybody, including myself, would, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god," and then we click, and the reason why she's trending is because somebody, because most of the people saw that Betty White was trending and said, "Stop making Betty White trend," and then and she would trend because people wanted Betty White to stop being trending. They even asked Twitter, "We should, people just even asking Twitter, could you please stop, make trending her or something like that, or give us a replay." So when Twitter started to update their site, I remember seeing it one time, like in the last 4 or 5 months. Betty White was trending, and it said, "Betty White is okay." People just love Betty White. So they finally gave us the update. But today was the day, unfortunately, all of us we were worrying about. And that was Betty White's passing. She was a legend. She was an icon. Like the TMZ article said, she was on 100 and like 100 and some 116. And like I said, her acting credits are 121. But like I said, they have down here like WWE Raw from 2014. So it's it could be a lot of other things. Yeah, and it's just coming after days after John Madden passed away. Former Nevada Senator Harry Reid passed away. For me personally, and a lot of Chicagoans and a lot of people, the great Chicago Bear ESPN reporter Jeff Dickerson passed away from cancer. Which, by the way, Jeff Dickerson, his sister-in-law, started a fund for Parker. Jeff's son, Jeff's wife Caitlin, passed away from cancer just 3 years ago, a little less than 3 years ago. And then Jeff passes this past Tuesday, and she started a fund a couple of days before he then. But with the great help of guys like Adam Schefter and the whole NFL Nation crew, they have raised over $1 million for that 11-year-old boy who has to go through the rest of his life with no mother and no father. It's a shame, but it really shows how good people are, and brings back your faith in humanity. And if she would have known about it, I think Betty White would have donated as well, because that's the kind of person that she was. She loved animals. She always did work with animals. I can remember when she would go on things like Jay Leno, The Tonight Show, or Conan O'Brien, or anything else. She would always talk about. They would always bring up the fact that she loved animals and she wanted to help animals and help them out. So she was still getting it kicking. I put out on Twitter. I tweeted SNL, said, could you possibly tomorrow night do the Betty White replay of SNL? So hopefully someone who runs this SNL account sees that and runs that up the flagpole to Lorne Michaels or in the folks at NBC. And hopefully tomorrow night after day one, we can sit down and watch and laugh at the legend herself, Betty White. Betty White, dead at 99. It's 2 weeks away from her 100th birthday. Damn. My thoughts go out to the family and friends of Betty White. She was loved and she will be missed.